The City of Spokane started having conversations around police accountability in 2021, a year following the George Floyd protests. The series of roundtables involving police and advocacy groups were supposed to wrap up this morning.
Even after it was abruptly canceled, community groups still showed up to where it was set to take place. Our Vanessa Perez is here in studio with what those groups say happened over the last couple of years.
Yeah, well, groups say they believe they didn't receive much from those meetings. They say there were 4 meetings over the span of 2 years. The discussions involved community leaders across the board from different walks of life and different perspectives on law enforcement interactions. The goal was to go over proposed reforms and ideas to come to some sort of community reconciliation. Conversations around police reform started nearly 2 years ago. That was following a heightened tension around police brutality. Groups said it took some time for them to be invited to the conversation. They say they answered to the city's invitation with good faith and now have nothing to show for their time.
There was what could be characterized as some forward movement, but the conversation ground to such a halt and moved so slowly, and we were unable to talk to anyone in our communities about the progress that was being made, that it's hard to take as much pleasure in that little bit of agreement.
They say they're now focused on a path forward. Although these groups don't believe a lot came out of those meetings, Council President Brianne Begg says they did bring progress.
Have we gotten to where we need to be? Not at all. And there's more work to be done. But now that we've been able to finish up this phase, we can now go to work on implementing whatever it is, resolutions, some budget changes, some ordinances to get farther along the road to community reconciliation.
And Begg says Spokane police have agreed to implement quite a few recommendations. He also says many reforms have gone through the state legislature. Begg says they're now working on a plan to involve more of the community instead of having private conversations. Advocacy groups also made it clear that they never left the table. They say if the city would come respectively and have an open mind, they consider continuing discussions. Reporting in the studio, Vanessa Perez, 4 News Now.